Welcome to 5th edition of World Cashew Convention and Exhibition, Abu Dhabi. I am Venkat from cashewinfo.com. With me is Mr. Tola Faseru, President NCAN, Nigeria. Welcome, Mr. Faseru.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you for
So, how
having
is the weather in cashew growing regions of Nigeria and when the new season is expected to commence? What is the expected crop size in 2019?
Well, thank you very much. The weather has been quite favorable
Okay.
in the various growing areas, and we expect to have a good harvest
Okay.
and good figures this year. Last year, we were on about 225,000,
Okay.
and hopefully, bearing any unforeseen circumstances, we trust that with all our efforts in the area of preventing losses
Okay.
and wastages in our crop, with the better education of our farmers
Okay.
in in how they're taking care of their crop, good agricultural practices. Generally, you see that post-harvest handling processes have been much better.
Okay.
And then, of course, with many of our new plantations coming to the gestation period, where a lot of them have begun to fruit. I think this year we should hit the level of 250,000 tons.
Okay.
Yes, conveniently.
So, what is the reason behind Nigeria discouraging foreigners at bush? What is the reason behind that one? You are not allowing foreigners to buy directly at the bush.
Yeah.
Any reasons behind that one?
Well, like you know, every trade has its own, logistics arrangements.
Okay.
Every trade has its own structure. Every trade has its own framework.
Okay.
We are not averse to having foreigners or foreign nationals coming to trade in our country.
Okay.
Indeed, we just like you had the director of Nigeria Export Promotion Council when he said the other time that we give visas easily and we make business easy for our foreigners.
Okay.
But it's important that when you talk about commodities,
Okay.
we're talking about a value chain,
Okay.
which means that every segment or every one actor in the chain should have their own specific roles and places.
Okay.
So you talk about the farmer, you talk about the small buyer, the bigger buyer, the merchant, you talk about the exporter, you talk about the processor.
Okay.
Everybody has his own role.
Okay.
Okay, so what we find is that when the foreigners go into the bush, what you find is that there's a lot of heating up in the market, as you know. There's a lot of heating up in the market. Also, you know that the value chain is disrupted.
Okay.
Everybody, if the foreigner comes with an exporter, goes into the farm. What is the job that will be remaining for our people to do? So we need these small ones, to be able to earn a living. We need employment for our people. So when they boycott the whole chain and they go into the bush, it's problematic. It's not helping our economy.
Okay.
So what we've said is that let them stay in the port cities. Let them stay in the port cities. Let them stay in Lagos, let them stay in Port Harcourt. The goods will come to them.
Okay.
It will come to them. But when they go to the bush, they don't allow the farmers to do what they're supposed to do. It affects our quality. So we find some of them just taking the goods from the farmer without it properly dried.
Okay.
And then price distortions. So these are the things that we feel they shouldn't go to the bush. And we thank God that our government also are very supportive, because we also need to create jobs for our people.
Okay.
And while the foreigners will do the aspect that they are most proficient to do, and that's the exporting side.
Okay.
And I think that's the whole thing behind preventing encroachment of foreign
Okay.
nationals into our
See,
bush.
over the year, Nigeria QOR has improved significantly. I think in the last 2 years, 2 seasons, it was around more than 49 QOR. But the thing is, when compared according to the Indian agency who are doing the survey, they're having seen some kind of, see, in 2017-18, out of some thousand, I think 2017-18, there are about 1,299 shipments from Nigeria. In that, the moisture infected one is 132 shipments only. That is about 10% of the total shipments. But in 2018-19 season, that one has improved substantially. There is a lot of moisture content. See, out of 2,494 shipments, containers, 743 is having more moisture content, infected with more moisture. That means in terms of percentage, it is closer to 30%. In 2017-18, number of infected container was only 10%. But in 18-19, it has increased to 30%. What is the abnormal increase? One side quality, average quality KOR is good. It's around 49. You have improved vastly from 46, 47 to 49. That is a commendable thing. But on the other hand, when there is some improvement taking place in the moisture related thing, last year it was one of the bad years. What is the reason behind that one? It's according to the Indian shipper, one shipment agency. I'm not talking about the whole of the shipments.
Well, I will say that I'm not aware of that
Okay.
statistics. I
Yeah.
must tell you that, and I'm saying this with all sense of uh, seriousness.
Okay.
I'm not aware of the statistics. That
Okay.
feedback didn't get to me.
Okay.
What I'm aware is that over the years, there have been a lot of sensitization of our farmers
Okay.
to improve on their drying.
Okay.
In fact, for me, if the moisture problem is resolved or solved in cashew, you've solved about 95%
Yes.
of the quality problem. Because no matter how good or beautiful your kernel outcome result is,
Okay.
if the cashew is not well dried, it means that automatically there will be, with the humidity, it will bring about a degeneration in the quality. So we have worked assiduously over the years to see that the quality improves. But having said that, last year was a bit unique
Okay.
in terms of the volatility
Okay.
and the fluctuation in the market. As you are aware that we had some major drop
Yes.
in the market. So maybe a few exporters were too much in a hurry
Okay.
in order to beat their shipment time.
And to beat the volatility also.
Yes, and to beat the volatility, maybe
Yes.
some were too much in a hurry.
Okay. Okay.
And that's the only explanation I can give. But I will tell you that from the report I still got, generally
Okay.
there has been improvement in the Nigerian cashew
Okay.
cashew quality, and in fact in the area of moisture, even as compared to many other countries.
Okay.
Yes.
And one more aspect is the shipment delay. There is a lot of shipment delay. The average shipment period to Asian countries is around 65 to 70 days. So how are you going to address that one? See, normally the shipment has to be done in 40-45 days, means it will be good. You can retain the quality, you can retain the moisture. But there is an abnormal delay of 65 days, 70 days. On an average, it has happened from Nigeria last year, what we have observed. So how are you going to resolve this bottlenecks like improvement in roads, entry points at the ports? There is a lot of waiting time. Even saw some shipments they have waited for entering the port itself 4 to 5 days. How are you going to address those challenges?
Yes, thank you very much. Well, there are two issues that you are
Okay.
drawing my attention to. I think the first one that we mentioned in terms of the transit time,
Yes.
that is between when the container leaves our port and when it gets to the destination.
Yes.
What we have done as an association is to engage the shipping companies,
Okay.
yearly before the season, and I think we've been doing that in the past 4 years. educating the shipping companies on the importance of having a short transit time,
Okay.
considering the unique nature and the perishability of cashew crop.
Okay.
So that they understand that cashew is not just like any other crop, which can stay in the container for endlessly. And so they've been able to take care of that. And within those years, we have seen shipment reduced, the transit time reduced.
Okay.
For some, we have some shipments that taken about 30 days and 35 days.
Okay.
And we find some of these shipping companies competing among themselves to deliver a prompt delivery at the destination. But of course, maybe there are a few misnomer, that you're talking about. But the other aspect which you touched on is the delay between, when the loading is done from the warehouses and when they get to the port, which is a major challenge that we have at the moment. But a lot of new initiatives are being done. While the roads to the port, which is a major constraint, the road to the port is being repaired and being made right for good vehicular passage. But in the meantime, government is working on some areas to see that while we're doing that, for instance, on Monday, one of our ports in Ikorodu, aside from the Chinkan and Apapa port, they are within that axis where the road is bad. But we have the Ikorodu port, which is going to be open for real commercial utilization as a stopgap. And I think that Monday will be the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Chief Hadu Obe, will be launching that particular project to see that Ikorodu, which is another part, gives a support to the other port, while the road construction and the road repairs is being done from the Apapa Road. So we see that this year, with all of this initiative, we will have improvement in the time between which the goods are the cashew is loaded and when they get to the port. So the government is working, trying to collaborate with the private sector to see that things move forward.
How much of ASEAN still left over in Nigeria? That is 2008 season. All the ASEAN or exporter or process, or still something is left over?
We are just, we are fortunate because Nigeria starts the season in West Africa. So quite a lot had been shipped. We have, a few pockets, are still available, but they are not. The volume is not a big concern. As compared to what you find probably in some other countries.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for having me. And of course, I would like to say a big thank you to the president, Mr. Srivat Sava, and his team. I mean, you guys are doing a great job, fantastic job, bringing the whole world of cashew together. And at least once in a year like this, where we're able to see what we've done in the past and then look into the new year, strategize and formulate policies, ideas on how the new season will go. And then, of course, I think it's a commendable thing, and it keeps getting better every year. So I must commend Cashew Info for this wonderful job and great support that you are giving to the cashew industry. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.